Welcome back to Kingdom of Nerds on the Hunt DCU logo variants, episode 10. 10 episodes already, 10 weeks. We've been doing this. It's still fun, though.
It is. Hello, everybody. What's going on?
What's going on, chat? Say hello. Please subscribe to the channel. Please like the video. Please leave a comment. And I appreciate everyone that shows up for the premiere of these videos. It's really fun to engage with you guys in the chat.
It is.
Please keep doing that because there's no reason that everyone should not be enjoying DCU hunting. Just leave the rare ghosts, well, Casper's DCUs to me and D here because
professionals. No, I'm just kidding.
You can send them to us, and we will evaluate them and send you a photocopy back.
Here you go. I'm fine with that.
You won't get your original back. You'll get a photocopy. Just kidding. I thought I'll do something different this week. Since D will be showing off the books for this stream at the end of the show, I guess I'll show some DCUs that I got in the mail this week.
Nice. I want to see.
Oh yeah. So I picked up a Man of Steel 53, another copy.
Okay.
I love this red logo.
Me too.
A lot better condition than the one I have. Superboy 13 for some reason. Well, I know what reason it was. A 9A just sold for like $400 of this bad boy.
Jeez. I got a few of those.
Another Supergirls number 2. Impulse number 14.
Nice.
Another. Actually, DCUs are actually in. Yeah, except for that corner. Superboy 14.
Somebody has one on eBay right now for like 300, 9.8.
For 13? 14?
Yeah, for a 9.8.
Wow. Aquaman 24. Such a good cover.
Yeah, I like that one.
Superboy and the Ravers, number 2.
That one was a little hard to find.
Yep. I have number 1 and a 9.8. Thank you very much.
Nice.
Another issue of Superboy 13. I got this one from Whatnot.
That's like the second King Shark or something, isn't it?
Yeah. Second King Shark. Does it say shock? Shark. So let's get into this list and let's see what we got this week. Episode 10. Woohoo!
Hey, that's nice.
Yeah, I know. So first up, we have Superman, the Man of Steel, issue 20 from February of 1993. Fair market value $225. Last sold $225 on 4/18 of this year. I just noticed I've never noticed Batman and Robin up there.
Yeah, just chilling.
Yeah, I've never noticed that until now. That's funny. There are 24 graded CGC sensors.
Nice.
That's a lot.
So this book, a long time ago, like years ago, when I was searching for this book, would never ever pop up. Like it would never pop up. And I thought it didn't exist for like the longest time until one finally popped up. I think I bought it. And then they just slowly started popping up once people found out how semi rare these were.
Yeah.
I mean, they are rare and high grade because of that black spine right there. But it took me a long time for me to even find one of these. So, but I mean, you can find them now. They're still not as easy to find, but you can find them on eBay every now and then. They'll pop up. People want an arm and a leg for high grade copies, but I like the cover. It's always been one of my favorites.
Yeah, this cover is great, and there are 5 9/8s on the sensors. I personally have 4 copies of this, 2 9/6s and 2 raw copies. Um,
8 copies of this at one time.
you know, you guys are hoarders, bastards. But,
I
but you
am.
know,
I had so many of these. Like a lot of these hard to find ones. For a time, I had like upwards of 7 to 8 to 9 copies.
wow.
But I ended up selling most of them. The Death in the Family ones, or Funeral for a Friend. I mean, sorry.
Yeah. You know, I never try to speak ill or bad about other YouTubers. I why are you laughing?
I just feel it coming.
But if you're gonna do I'm not even gonna say that. I was watching a YouTuber because a friend was on the panel and they brought up DCU logo variant. And someone on the panel said that the DCU logo variants from 1996 are more rare and more expensive than any other DCUs. I'm just like, wait, what?
Really?
What? What? I'm like, what? Did he just say that? So that is
Okay.
a big no. Because
Yeah. I mean,
obviously this book is from 1993.
yeah. And people pay big money for this book too.
Yes. And that's all of the Funeral for a Friend DCUs.
Yeah. Very, very true.
You know, as we've showcased 499.
Yes.
We showcased 490. Well, 498 is not that expensive. You get it for like 20
Yeah.
bucks. But this 499, 686 of action.
Yeah.
You know, those are very expensive books.
And it's crazy because I've had like multiple copies of all that 499. I've had 9 copies. 686. I've had 7 copies, but I've gotten rid of all of them through the years. 298s and that 686, like I said before, which I'm kind of,
I got a 96 sign 686 on my wall back there.
yeah. I got
I
one
wish
still
I had a
packaged
98.
in a double pack.
Oh, nice. You know, one of these days you just got to sit. We're gonna sit on shrink behind the scenes, and you're just gonna pull out everything you have and just show me. This way I can pick and choose what I want. I'm not saying he's gonna give it to me, but I can still
One
pick
day
and
when I
choose what
quit
I want.
collecting, one day when I quit collecting, Bruce, you're my first person I'll go to.
Thank you, thank you. See, this is what friends are for the good times, for the bad times.
Yep,
I'll be on your side forevermore.
exactly.
Next up, we have Detective Comics 693 from February of 1995. This is not from 1996, as you can see, from 95.
Mhm.
Just saying.
Yep.
No sales data, zero grade on the census, and we will get to that later. This book is a Casper. I've only
Yes.
seen one copy go up for sale, and it was a part of a lot which
Yes.
somebody bought from under me.
Some weirdo.
Freaking guy. You know, I try to
I
like
can't.
people from Arizona, but you know,
I can't stand those guys, man.
dude, it's like the worst.
Yeah, but this
No,
book literally never pops up, Bruce. I've never ever seen this book pop up anywhere. Like it never like you said, it is a Casper. It's not a
so
friendly
this is
ghost either.
not photoshopped. This is
No.
not a Photoshop book. This is a real copy of a book. It's out there.
Yes.
Okay.
It,
Gotta
this
make
book
sure.
is out there, but goodness gracious, it never comes up for sale ever.
Yeah, because I could see somebody being a troll and just printing labels and just slapping it on copies of this just to
Yeah,
sell it in
yeah,
the
yeah. I could
DCU.
see that.
Yeah. They're being make big money before people realize what they're doing. There are
Exactly.
no sticker variants of this book that we know of.
Yep.
So you run across this book, just hit me up on Instagram and send it to me. You can reach me at Kingdom of Nerds at underscore.
Yeah, hit it,
Uh,
Bruce. I don't want this.
next, Next up, we got all new Green Lantern, uh, 51 from May of 1994. We got fair market value of $10, last sold for $10, 3225. There are 79 graded copies on the census,
Jeez.
39.98. Wow.
So I actually like this cover. This I've actually
Yes.
I've always liked it. I've always thought it was a good cover. Uh, be leery, everybody. They have a first print and a second print of this. That's the exact
Yes.
same cover. I think the second print is a little more rare. You can find the first prints pretty prevalently on
Yeah.
eBay, and you can still find the second prints out there, but not
I,
as
I
many as
think
the first print.
I think I have a second printing in a 9.6. I'm not sure. I gotta check because
I
I
think I
gotta
have one in a 9.8 somewhere.
nice. I know I have this in a 9.8 for sure. And this is the first appearance of Kyle Rayner's new costume. It's not his first appearance. It's the
Yes,
first appearance of his new costume.
it's a good cover though. I like it.
Yeah, it's a great cover. I love this cover. You know, and it go. Oh, I just noticed that it's Hollywood written down there. That's
Oh, I didn't
my
even notice
regular
that.
show name, Hollywood Brucifer.
There you go.
There we go. Just bring the noise.
I didn't even notice it said Hollywood down there until you mentioned it.
You know, you don't realize until you actually see these covers on these
Yeah,
slides that the detail and
that's
stuff you
funny.
miss stuff when you're holding it in your hand. You're just happy to have that DCU. You don't care about everything else.
Exactly. Yep. Exactly.
All
That's how I
right,
feel.
so we have Superman 87 from March of 1996. This is from 96, guys. So this must be super expensive, super rare. Just kidding. It's not. No sales data. There are zero graded on the census. Um, this book is usually sold in lots. It comes in packs.
Yeah,
It's really common, but
it's
everybody
a common
loves
book to
a
find on eBay.
yeah. Everybody loves a Bizarro bursting through a wall.
Yeah, this was not too bad.
No,
I mean,
I actually like
I
this cover.
yeah, I've seen worse DCUs
We
as we've
we
said
have
before,
seen
but
worse.
this one's pretty decent. It's it's common, but not so common, I would say. Um, I would never really find these in dollar bins. I've only found them on eBay,
Yeah,
so they're common, but semi-common, I would say.
you know, it's you get these from packs, and so people that are hoarding these packs, they release these packs once a year.
Yep.
Bring them out more. Come on, guys. Come on. Share the wealth. So, all right. Next up, we have Detective Comics 682 from February of 1995. Fair market value $54. This sold about a year ago in April for 54 bucks. There are zero graded on the census. I love this cover. It's such a good cover.
Yeah, I like this cover too. I've always liked this one. I don't have any in high grade.
Mhm.
I, I think I might only have maybe one copy of this, but this one doesn't pop up very often either. It pops up every now and then, but not common at all.
I've seen I have maybe I have one. No, I have one for sure. I might have a second copy. I'm I have to actually start grading some more of these and not just focusing on the stupid contagion stuff.
Right?
You know, I open up another contagion box, and what's wrong with
Did you
issue six?
really?
The same freaking issue that it always has, right there.
Jeez, that's horrible. That sucks.
Every other issue is like mint condition, but except for that one, I hate this. I hate this contagion issue. I really do. Hate that box. Almost almost as much as I hate the Robin box. I mean, not the Robin box. The Flash collector set that has the 100 black cover, which is always ruined for some reason.
Yeah, yeah, that one is. That one does suck.
I do have. I think I have it in a 9.6, maybe. That's close. I was thinking about cracking it and trying again, but
Lucky.
what? What do you mean lucky?
I
Not
just
lucky. I want a nine
I
eight.
just need
Damn
to
it!
grade mine. I just need to grade mine.
All right. Next up, we have Batman 515 embossed, February of 1995. $25 market value from 816 of last year. There are two graded on the CGC census. There's 198. I have the other graded copy, which is a 9.6.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind having a 9.8 of this. This is such a hard book to get a 9.8 in because all black cover, and it comes in those Troika packs.
Yeah.
And the Troika packs pretty much has all the same cover, but just different color schemes.
Hmm.
I like this one with all black. It looks really cool.
Yeah, it's a really good cover.
Yeah,
It just looks amazing.
it does. It looks way better in person.
I just wished it wouldn't have been all black, but it's fine. Just say,
Yeah, I mean, it looks
but
cool. It looks cool the way it
looks
is,
good.
though.
It does. It's just hard to get in high grade, and those Troika
Yeah,
packs are pulling these books out of Troika packs. There's always something wrong with those books.
yeah, especially this one because I think it's like one of the first couple ones, and it's always damaged
Yep.
usually.
Hmm. Which is weird. What I don't understand. It would have taken no money for them to put like cardboard.
Yeah, but they didn't care back then. They just
No,
wanted
yeah,
it out the door.
true. They had so many copies of these things.
Yep, they just wanted them out the door.
Yep. And that moves on. We move on to the regular cover, which is um Batman 515, same year, of course, February 1995. Fair market value $39. Last sold November 28th of last year. There is zero in the census. This surprised me that this cover was worth more than the embossed cover.
Yeah, I mean, this one's also another hardcover to get in high grade. That
Yeah,
I I actually like this weird looking cover, but because that red really makes it pop, especially when you have it in hand, it looks
yeah,
really cool. But this one is usually every one you find is a lot are just worn, spine ticks and everything else. And
yeah,
this one's hard to get in high grade. I mean,
yeah.
you
I'm
can find
definitely
them; they
yeah.
pop up a
They're out
lot.
there.
Yeah, but it's
High grade
it's
is
hard to
another
get in high
another
grade.
story.
Yep.
So I need to start. I really do need to start grading more DCUs. I've been focusing more on my
It takes
monsters
money,
lately.
Bruce. It takes money, man. I'd
I
grade a
know, I
lot more too if
know.
I had a ton of expendable income.
I know. I got like 17 books coming back to me now from CGC.
Nice. I
Uh,
just got like 40 books back.
nice. How many DCUs in there?
None.
I don't have to say it anymore because he
I'm
knows.
pretty
He
sure the
knows
chat
how I feel
knows.
about this.
I swear
Uh,
my next set I'm gonna send 25 DCUs.
all right.
I can't
Thank you.
guarantee that they're rare, but I'll send like
Doesn't
25.
matter. Get them on the census. I blame you and other DCU hoarders. I mean collectors. Um,
That's what
get
we
your
are.
stuff graded, guys. Get it graded.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I'm lazy. I
Yeah.
will eventually, soon.
You lazy, but you just sent in 40 bucks.
Yeah. All right, I'm not saying anything.
Okay, I got you. Next up.
I don't want to get picked on anymore.
Who's picking on you? The audience is
that
not
one
picking on
that
you.
one
It's
guy.
all in your mind. We got Batman 516 from 1995 of March. Fair market value $16. Last sold $16, 3625. Two graded on the CG Census 198. I love this cover. It's such a good cover.
So do I. This is a really cool cover. I can't believe it's only sold for $16. Like this cover was hard to find for a while, and it another one hard to find at high grade, but it's a great cover. I really like this cover, and I'd figure there'd be more graded.
Yeah. But I have like five or six copies of this, I think.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good cover. I pick them up whenever I see them, whether they're in high grade or not, because I
Yeah,
just like the cover.
yeah. There's a lot of these on eBay. If you're interested in,
Yeah,
I'm a big
for a
fan of
while
long.
there for a while there
I'm a
weren't any.
I'm a big fan of long-eared Batman. So
Yeah,
I wish they'll go back to that. But
yeah. Well, that's Kelly
people
Jones. He was the only one that did that.
people will complain though. Wah, wah, he's not my Batman. Wah, wah.
I like it. I've always liked Kelly Jones's long-eared
Yep.
Batman.
And then we have Batman Annual number 20 from 1996. Fair market value $200. Last sold for $200. October 9th of 2024. Two graded CGC census, 196 and an 80. I have the 96 somewhere.
Nice. Yeah, this one doesn't pop up too often. That's why the high grade.
Yep.
It's a little bit of a Casper. You'll find them every now and then. They'll pop up
Mhm.
periodically. But this is such a weird cover, but I like the weirdness of it.
Yeah, it's
Um,
very weird.
yeah, it's like really weird, but it just speaks to me because I'm a weirdo. But it doesn't
I
pop up often,
didn't
so it.
notice. I did not notice you were a weirdo.
So if you guys find this out in the wild, definitely either get this graded or sell, depending on what you want. But it
Yeah.
is a hard one to find.
Very hard to find in high grade.
Yes, especially
I
that.
might have a raw copy laying around somewhere.
Yeah, I think I might have 1 or 2 copies of this.
These came in a Batman, was it Villains of the City, Villains, whatever that pack was.
Oh, is
With
that where it
all
came from?
Yeah, it came from a Batman pack.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I just
along
always
with
bought them raw.
what else? I forget what else is in that pack. I think Batman 535. There's a couple other rare Batman DCUs in
Okay,
there. I've
I'll
only seen that
look.
pack sell once, and I missed it. It was
I'll,
like $500. I paid $500 for that bad boy like 3 years ago.
yeah, I mean, but you can get half of it back by selling this, 200
True.
bucks.
Yeah. Hmm. I have yet to pay that much for a pack. At least I don't think I have.
I probably have. I don't remember. I bought
and
so
let's
many. Like I
Yeah.
said, I got like probably 10 sealed packs in this file cabinet. I don't even know what they are.
What? How many doubles do you have?
Probably many. Like I I have I have a lot. I'll just put it that way.
Nice. We have to evaluate that filing cabinet back there. Oh.
There's a lot of money in that filing cabinet if you sold it all. I'll tell you that.
I don't have to sell them all. You have to sell them all to me. All
I'm just
right.
saying.
Next up, move away from his filing cabinet. We have Batman Adventures 35 from September 1995. No sales data. Zero graded on the CGC census. This is a Casper baby.
Yes.
I've
Do
only
you have any
seen
of these?
one copy of this ever.
Really?
Yes, and it was in hand, somebody's hand.
Huh. That's weird.
Mhm. I always thought that for a while I thought issue 36 was the most rare, ultra rare, super rare Casper of this
Yeah.
run, but nope. 32, 35, 33.
Yeah, those are
Uh
some hard ones.
there are a lot of hard ones to find from this run, which is
Yeah, that
so
Batman
sad.
Adventures run, there's some hard ones to find. This one I like this cover, and like you said, it is not easy to find. This like never pops up
No.
ever on eBay. So if you guys find these in the wild, pick them up, man.
Pick them
This
up,
this one right here,
send them to me.
yeah, send them to Bruce because I don't want them. But this one's
Yeah.
definitely hard to find. So keep your guys'
I'm
eyes open for this one.
I'm still looking for this one. I just did a search today for Batman Adventure CGC just in case someone got it graded and didn't have the multi pack.
Yeah, I
on the
mean, you never know,
label.
right?
Just saying, you never know. We've seen it happen here where it's not on the multi-pack census, but it's in the regular
Yeah,
census.
freaking
And
CGC.
speaking of which, let's get the show and tell this week. D will be doing the presenting.
Yay!
Yay!
Let's
What do you
do
got,
it.
buddy?
Yay. All right, so right here, got that 515 Troika. Like I said, this one's way better in hand.
Yes.
This one, I don't even know what grade this is. I need to learn how to grade my books. But yeah. So all this black cover is such a B to get this a high grade. But 515, that black Troika variant. Here's the regular cover. Like I said, that red really pops. I love how that looks. It's a weird cover, but it looks kind of cool. It looks even weirder that way
You know,
because it looks like
I've never
Batman's
turned
trying to take it
the
down.
issue. I never turned it to the side to actually look at it like that, but it looks really good like that
It
also.
looks more weird like that to the side, doesn't
It
it? It looks
does.
more like this.
It's like he's taking a poop after eating Taco Bell
Yeah,
or something.
I know that's what I'm saying. So I always thought that
White
was weird,
Castle poop.
right? So here's a 516. I've always liked this cover. Thought it was a cool
So
cover.
good.
I probably got maybe 2 or 3 copies of this, I think. But I love this cover, to tell you the truth. Um, Here's that other Casper there, that Batman annual weird cover. Have you noticed how the Joker is right there with his freaking
Yes.
hair? Yeah, it just cracks me up. Like I said, it's a weird cover, but I like the weird because I am a weirdo myself. But that Batman and it was funny.
All those annuals from that year had very weird covers.
Yeah, yeah, they are like really weird, aren't they? Here, let me put
Yep.
it there. And then so I have the Batman. Shoot, I can't even read that number. I need my glasses so
Six
bad.
it's
Just so everybody
Detective Comics
knows that I lost my glasses this morning and I can't read anything. So this is Batman, like 682, I think. This
682
is
Detective Comics. Thank
yeah,
you very much.
yeah. So this is a great cover. I like this cover the way that they have Batman in the background like that.
Yeah.
So I like that cover. This one I thought was kind of weird, Bruce. I forgot to bring
What
it
is
to you,
it?
but this is that Superman 87.
87.
So the seller had this polybagged. I don't know why it was polybagged. You see,
I
it's
have
actually polybagged.
seen
So
I was going through the CBS no, not CBS the CGC
DCU.
list they have the group for
Yeah,
and there were a few postings of issues of DCUs that were polybagged.
yeah. I didn't even know that they had singles that were polybagged. So I was like, did this guy polybag it himself or what? But yeah, I was surprised when I got it.
I know
But
there's like
yeah,
one person like polybagging DCUs out there. This
he's
is
just in
rare
his
with
basement just
polybags,
polybagging stuff, just putting for more money out there because it's polybagged.
pretty much. You know, here's a polybag. We have a polybag crease. That
Yeah,
increases the price of
yeah,
it.
exactly. Yeah, that's funny. So I got some pretty nice uh graded DCUs here.
Ooh,
So okay, that one's weird. All right, so here's that hard one to find. Detect Comics 693. Is it 693?
693.
Yeah, 693. So this one is so hard to find. I was
Wow.
happy that it came back at 96, like because I was like, I didn't even care if it came back as a 90 because it's so hard to find. But it came back at 96. I was pretty happy with it. Very, very happy with it. I can't complain
Um,
because, like you said, this
it's
book
not
never pops up.
it's not on the census though.
No, that's not
Why
on the
is that?
census. Because some losers too lazy to send it back in and get the proper label on there. So it is what
Oh,
it is.
I thought you was gonna blame the graders for not indicating on the label.
Well, it is their fault
That's what
for not doing it,
yes,
dummies.
and quality
And
control for missing that.
no, but it's funny because I even put on there when I did the whole paperwork for it. I put on their multi pack on there because you know how there's a certain section I can't find my book or whatever on CGC
Yes.
website. So I put multi pack on there. I was like, okay, I put multi pack. They should be good. But I guess you got to label each one as a multi pack because they're dumb. All right, moving on. Anyway, Superman Man of Steel number 20. This is I love this cover. It was so hard to find, like I said, for a while. Very, very hard to find. I had this in a 9.6, right? I had graded it a long, long time ago. It came back a
Yeah.
9.6. and I kept it in my boxes for like a year until I got better at pressing. So a lot of my books that I have felt have been very rare, I've kept them in my boxes for years. And so what I do is I'll press them, I'll put them back in
Hmm.
my box, let them sit for like another year, and then I'll come back and press them again until I get fully 100% complete that I can't press anything else out of it. I had some books I got back from CGC now that are ultra rare that you won't find anywhere that I probably have the only ones graded. And
Wow.
I put those in my box, pressed them, wasn't satisfied with how they came out when I first started pressing, and I let them sit for years, and I just repressed them like recently, and they came back a 9.8. So I'm pretty happy about that. But anyway, Superman Man of Steel 20, another one that will pop up, but hard to find in high grade. I'm happy with that one. Here's that other weird one, Batman Adventures
Oh,
35, that
so good.
never pops up. It's a 9.8 for some reason. There's nothing on the census. But I actually think I bought this one graded already, Bruce. This was graded like this. I can't
Yeah,
remember how
yeah.
much I paid, but I didn't pay much for it. It actually wasn't too bad. I probably paid around maybe like 200 bucks for it or something like that.
That's
And
not
I'm
bad
pretty
at
sure
all.
any of us would have paid that for this book because it literally never pops up. So that one is very, very hard to find.
See, this
So
is why I put in a save search for Batman
yes,
Adventures CGC
yep.
because of that.
All right. So last but not least, I got the all new Green Lantern number 51. Got it graded in a 9.8. Like I said, there is a second print. I don't have the second print with me. I think it's somewhere else, but I do have another one that is graded. This one's a little bit better. This one's graded at a 9.9.
What? Was that
So
your purchase a few weeks ago? Not too long ago?
so
You
I
bought
do
that
have this
99?
so I do have this at a 9.9. But I'll tell you what right now. I, I bought it for the grade, Bruce. I looked at this book. I would never get this regraded ever. I would never get it regraded because to me personally, it would not meet a 9.9 grade. So I would never regrade this one. I just bought it for the 9.9 because there's no other 9.9s on the census but this one. So only reason why I bought it. But that's
You know,
it.
it's funny. I was doing I forgot what I was doing. I was doing research on DCUs or pricing and stuff, and I came across that sale. I'm like, when did that sale happen? Then I saw the date. I was like, what? How did I miss this? And then I'm like,
So
who's the asshole that bought this? And here we go. We found the asshole, guys. We found the
so
asshole.
so I wanted to surprise you, Bruce. I wanted to surprise you on that because I knew you'd be pretty surprised because when you showed me that, I was like, huh. I wonder what turd bought that. Oh,
Wow.
yes, I did. I did buy it.
Wow.
I bought it just to have it.
Congrats on that. Congrats on that.
Thank you, my
Wow.
friend.
You know,
What's
somebody
up?
was teasing me in one of the Discord chats. I'll trade you your monster collection for a 99 DCU. Like there
Oh,
are no
really?
99 DCUs. And then here we go. I find one the other day and you have it.
Yep. So, what was the one that he had?
No, he was just joking.
Oh shit. Okay, I thought he was being serious. I was like, damn. I was like,
Yeah, because if it would have been a
those
99,
those
I'm like,
9.9s and
all right.
DCUs don't pop up often.
I would have been like, do you want an unholy man? Unholy one? Do you want some golden drag? Yeah, I would have traded those in a heartbeat.
That's why when I
Just
saw that
saying.
9.9, I was like, dude, I was like, how often do 9.9s of that pop up? And I was like, you know what? Screw it. I was like, I'm gonna buy it. It wasn't on eBay long, I'll tell you what, because I bought it early in the morning when I saw it. I had bought it earlier in the morning and I was stewing on it for about an hour or two. And I was like, ah, damn. I was like, you know what? Screw it. I'm just going to buy it.
Nice. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice. I'm thinking about that Superboy 998. I mean 98 that's up there. Little I don't know. Maybe he'll come down to like
Yeah.
1500.
So I know the guy who owns that. I sold him my 686 second print, the first one that I had sold. And
Yeah.
he has the only funeral for a friend 9.8 set.
Yeah.
Because he's a DCU collector too, but he only collects like the rare ones. But I have a way more rare collection than he does.
Nice.
But he has all the 9.8s in that funeral for a friend.
Lucky. I got all
Yeah.
the 96s in that collection.
Hey, there's nothing
I'll
wrong with that
take it.
either,
I'll
Bruce. I
take it.
mean, those are hard books to come by. Like I said, that one is a
Yeah.
9.6. I kept it in my box for a while, repressed it, repressed it like a few times, and
Mhm.
finally got it come back as 9.8. So
You know, it's funny you say that because I don't I think we covered Batman 535 on here. It's been a while. And my copy was an 8.5 that I got graded at
mm,
last year's Baltimore Comics. I mean con you know, on-site grading. Came back at 8.5. I wasn't happy with that grade. And the new method of pressing that I've been raving about on every stream, I tried it on that book and it's coming back a 9.6.
well, hey,
Yeah,
that works.
I'll take a 9.6.
Sometimes even like with me, I'll let books sit for months,
Hmm.
repress them just because stuff comes back, and I
Yeah,
want to make sure everything's out before I submit it. Like I said, two of the a few of the books I got in the CGC collection right here that I just got back, they're books that aren't on a census, and you won't find them anywhere.
no,
They're like really rare. So
yeah, I wouldn't send those back. I mess with you and try to bully you to grade stuff, but I would not send, I, I would not send those back for relabeling or
it's me.
reholder,
They'll
whatever
give
they
me lower
call it.
grade.
No,
No, my love.
lower grade, just
Yeah,
your luck. So
definitely.
thank you for sticking with us for 10 episodes. We have
Yep. Thank
many
you,
more
everybody.
episodes to go. Please hit that like, subscribe, and leave a comment. And wow, we have hit 36 minutes. This is our longest video yet.
It is.
Hopefully, you guys got a lot of knowledge. You found that D is an asshole,
They haven't known
but
that by now.
he is the most hated man in Arizona. But he is my buddy, my friend, and we
Yes, sir.
will see you next week. Have a good weekend. And may the fourth be with you.
Yep. Later, everybody. Thanks.
Later.